Superfan Ashman. Haley Beth.
Hey there.
I have something.
What's happening, Ash? How you doing, buddy?
Ready?
Pretty good.
Do you hear a voice?
Ready?
I do.
Are you guys ready, guys?
It's a little distant.
Haley, what are we getting ready for?
Da 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 da. I got new glasses.
New glasses, right?
You got little old lady glasses? Is that what you got? Little
old lady. Who?
How are you? What's up, Casserole?
Good.
How are you, Haley? Yeah.
Good.
I like them. They look very nice, Haley.
They do.
Hey guys, before we start, if you're not tapping, you're napping.
I might be napping before it's all over with.
Okay. Let me know when.
Stitch. Hey, Manny. Let you know when to do what, Haley? What are you talking about?
My intro.
What intro?
The intro. I'm the intro.
Hey, Amber. Ready, set, go.
Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Ginn Project Show. My name is Haley Beth, and I'm the owner of Haley Dot. I'm a diamond dot artist. I have a show every Friday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight, we're going to have a new guest feature. The featured guest is not only but Jerry D's art. Take it away again.
Thank you, Haley. I appreciate it. Very
and
good.
I have
Very
to
well.
get you. And I have to get you for not being in the box on Friday night.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't feeling too good, Haley. I don't think you wanted me drooling up there on your show. Thank you. It's good to see you. I like your new glasses. You working on any new diamond dot lately?
Yep, and I got some new tools from Miss My Spot at Your Spot.
Oh, nice.
Really? That's awesome, Haley. New tools, new glasses. All right. Hey, Paintbrush, what's going on, Lost? Well, thank you very much, Haley. Hey, Kira, good to see you.
I'll catch you guys Friday.
Okay. You gonna be down in the chat roaming around, or are you leaving running
Probably.
off? OFT, running OFT. All right. Thank you, little sis. We appreciate you. You're amazing. Thank you, Lost. Hello,
Drop
everybody.
Me down.
Good to see you. Throw her out, y'all. Throw her out. Throw her out. Get her out of here.
Throw me out.
All right. You're gone. You're gone.
Moderator Ash. Oh, man. Ash, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. I sound better than you do right now, but, you know.
Y'all sound bad. I thought I had it all together, man.
No, you got it together. You're good.
I thought
you're good.
This is as good as it gets, bro. I'm sweating bullets. This is as good as it gets, man. Oh, dude. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm doing well. Just been doing household chores.
Oh, fun.
I got dressed up for it.
Of course you did. Is Mrs. Ashman still from? Is she around, or is she having to? Has she had to go back already?
No, she's still off. Yeah, she's still
okay. Cool.
She's still on break.
Right on.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome, man. Because I know going back is rough.
Oh yeah,
it's tough, man. I was gonna give my condolences if that was already the case.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was teaching a criminology class downtown today, so that was a little rough to undergrads.
Wait, now when my family would say that, it means somebody was in jail. Did you go to jail today, Ash, man?
Yes.
Okay. Because I've heard that terminology before, and they weren't there giving instructions. They were probably there getting instructions.
I need to keep everybody guessing to what I do.
Yes, I love it. Hey, Mountain Aviation. Michael V, good to see you. Lenny, good to see you, Lenny. Hi, Jenny. How are you? Stitch, very good to see you. Hi, Moose. Casserole, paintbrush. Oh, good to see y'all. Thank you for coming in. Hadn't been on much. Hadn't been feeling good, y'all. Had to crud, and now got it again. So who knows what's going to happen. I'm looking forward to the night. Get Jerry on. He's kind of perfect, guy for the show. He's not he's a lifetime artist, but he's just recently in the last few months started doing sculpting, and people liked it, and he started getting commissions. So it's pretty cool, man. And I got the opportunity to talk with him for a couple hours yesterday, of course, and nice guy, and I dig it, man. I think we'll enjoy. The show with him on it. What you got going on, man? Do you have anything scheduled, or hey, Kira, or anything we
I'm
need to
pretty
know about
much
time
I'm,
wise?
I'm pretty much turn on your notifications. Look for me. I'm just kind of hanging out when I can hang out. Uh, Wednesdays I go on at like 6 o'clock, I believe, with Eve. So
PM, and
PM,
that's
PM, and
is that Arizona
that's
time?
Arizona time. So 6, 7, 8 o'clock Eastern,
Okay, 8 o'clock.
I
8 o'clock.
believe. Yeah, I
Gotcha.
believe that's the
Okay.
time. I'll have to confer with her later. She's the boss.
Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Ash and Eve. All right, cool. And that's the podcast, right? That's
Yeah.
the
That's
podcast.
just kind of
Cool.
hanging out and doing a little talk. Yeah, we
Right
talk
on.
for about an hour, and then whatever, and we might start having different guests on. So
What?
to just to talk, like not about what we do so much as like subjects, that sort of thing. Like,
You'll be good at that, man. That'd
yeah,
be awesome. That'd be awesome. That'd
I
be
think
awesome.
so.
Don't tell anybody, but Jerry D is going to be on the night. Nobody likes that guy though. That's the thing. We're going to get all kinds of hate mail. Cause I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm only
Don't
teasing.
tell him though, but I think his sculpting's pretty great. So, but I hope he
We don't
doesn't
want him
hear.
to. Yeah, we wouldn't want him to hear too much praise. He'll get a big head, then we won't be able to deal with it. When he gets on here, he's going to want us to speak to him in third person and shit. It's just going to
Exactly.
be awkward. Hey, Metal Inside. Hey, Ray. So, yeah, man. There's quite a bit, man. We've made quite a few changes over the past several weeks. I haven't been on live to talk about it because I've been sick. I hadn't been able to come down and work in my shop, and had other things going on. But one of the things that was going on was there were folks making artwork for the Save the Alien project.
Yes.
And just wanted to make sure to say thank you to everybody that's doing that. Chad had to step away. Life be life, and he's got to deal with some things that life throws at you. And so what we are doing is forwarding that stuff to him when he's ready for it. But the cool thing about it is everybody kicked in and essentially made a brand, made a merch line, which is really cool. A bunch of people got together and kicked in art and helped out, and that'll all be turned over, and he can do whatever, when he's able to, whatever. But what we were talking about some months ago was having that capability, being able to do a merch line for somebody when it's needed, and that happened. So that's really cool, man. So I just wanted to thank everybody that did art for that project, and we will get everything forwarded to him when he's ready. So we also, I wanted to thank like Severed Art. She's been kind of behind the scenes helping out, working on some stuff. We got a buddy named Aaron Hammonds. Many of y'all are familiar with Aaron. He lost his father not long ago. His mother's not in great shape right now. And a GoFundMe is being put together for he saved what he needed, to my understanding, for a motor. His car was broken down, but he needs help with the repair part of it. So we're putting something together. That's the transportation he uses for his mom, and his mom's not doing well. So that's the urgency in the situation there. And everybody that knows Aaron knows he's a super humble guy, super kind guy. He's not one of those posers. He wouldn't ask if he didn't need it. So if you happen to see Severed out there, tell her thank you. She's amazing for doing that. I was supposed to be doing it, but I haven't felt well, so Severed was kind enough to help with that. So thank you so much to Severed. Also wanted to say thank you to Laura and Rachel and Laura. Hey, Rule, how you doing, brother? For doing so much, even though I haven't been a whole lot of help. They've put a whole bunch of stuff together with the email addresses and and figuring out inside the house information, the interviews that have been done, and how to make copy with that, and how to get out posts, and how to coordinate with other artists. And they're just working on a whole bunch of stuff. And slowly but surely working on that philanthropy project over time. That's something that'll be this year, we'll work on it this year kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to what's coming, man. I'm looking forward to what this year has to bring. It's amazing to get to work with all of you guys. Hello, Marcus. And we also have another concept for a show we were talking about last night in our meeting, and I really like it. I think it's a cool one, which is a new artist toolbox. We're going to do a show occasionally. We're going to call it a new artist toolbox, and it isn't literally for new artists, but what we're going to do is share information that we think would be helpful for people in that situation. And it's going to be all the way across the board, all kinds of different stuff. Everything from like lives, how to do your how to do your lives, and how to improve them anyway. Different ways, techniques you can use, all the way over to like if you want to get your art in a gallery. We're going to share some of our experiences with galleries from last year. I had some good experiences and I had some really bad experiences. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to have other people come on and talk about their experiences. And we're going to try to give some tips and some hints onto what to look for as an artist, how to protect yourself, we're going to try to take the things we've learned and disseminate it out in the community. So then hopefully the community knows it as well. And sometimes it's simple little things like, if you're going to send your art someplace to a gallery, then check, for example, and see if they're insured. That's public record. You can check and see if all you need is an address. You can check and see if the building is insured. If the building's not insured, your art's not going to be insured, for example. And a lot of artists don't realize that. Or if you are owed money and an artist a person that has a gallery didn't pay you what they were supposed to. Depending on the state, there are things that you can do, steps that you can take, in some instances to get your money, in other instances to make sure they're not able to take advantage of other artists later. So there's all kinds of conversations that could be had. We're going to do one on trolls, basically, like how to handle people coming into your lives doing stupid things, or people, going to your website and giving you bad posts, or whatever the case is. How to basically deal with negative people. So I think it'd be informative. I think it'd be helpful. We're going to do that in like panel discussion type. So we're going to have some interesting people on, some knowledgeable people. And that'll be a reoccurring thing when things pop up in the community, and the community can learn from it. Then we're going to talk about it. Thank you, Lenny. So that's part of what we're going to do this coming year. This is our third year. This is the first show of year number 3 for the Ginn Project. Which is amazing. And A.S.H, you've been here over a year now, and I can't believe you're not sick of it already. And and yeah, we'd also, if anybody out there in the audience there has suggestions for topics that you'd like to learn about, related to art or selling art or getting in galleries. See, that's the thing. Galleries are only one way to sell your art.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Absolutely.
one. There's a lot of ways to sell your art. And a lot of artists get focused on one thing, and it kind of holds them back a little bit. So We're gonna do what we can, just like we always have. We share our data from TikTok, and try to explain to people kind of how some things work and maybe prevent them from getting some restrictions and stuff like that too over the years. So, we're just going to kind of continue to do that, but we're just going to dedicate a show to it. It's going to be called, like I said, it's going to be called the New Artist Toolbox. And it doesn't necessarily mean new artists, but I learn stuff from you guys every day. So anyway,
Well,
what do you think about that, man? I think it's cool
pretty
show.
cool. I think it's pretty cool. I like one of Laura's suggestions, which is to do artist bio. A lot of people don't know how to do that, and they've been in the art game for a while, and they don't understand how important it is. So that's a pretty cool topic too.
Yes, man. Yes. And like this show, we've had many conversations, and this, Ash, because you're on the show. Like, you helped develop it. So, and Laura would know this, Rachel would know this, Kira would know this. But one of the reasons we do these interviews, there's many reasons, but one of them is it's a way for artists to perfect their presentation. It's a way for it forces people to think through in a meaningful way what about themselves they would like to present, how they would like to present it, how do you disseminate that information, what is your terms as far as do you do commissions or don't you do commissions. There's just a whole lot of different things like that could be talked about.
Oh yeah.
But the show over the past 2 years, one of the things that I've learned is I talk to a lot of artists that don't have that entire package put together yet, whether they're new artists or they're older artists. They've got some things put together, but then they don't have their socials all the same name or something like that.
Yeah.
Or they might have a website that has a different name and different theme and everything than what they're doing on social media, which is confusing.
Branding.
Just they're simplifying their branding. Sometimes people have logos that have so much shit in them you can't tell what it is.
You can't read it or see it.
And if you get under a magnifying glass and look at everything in it, it's super cool. But nobody is ever going to see that because that's not the way people take in information.
Oh yeah,
especially in branding. There's also marketing tips that would be helpful. How to deal with merch if you're starting to get to the point where you need to have merch. How to do that could be a whole nother show. We have people in house at the Ginn Project that do all of that stuff. That's another cool thing about it is. It's just a bunch of people kind of collaboratively helping each other out.
Yep.
It reminds me very much. You've heard me mention the antique store that I have affiliations with here. The guy that taught me how to restore antiques and use tools and all that. Behind their building behind their house that the antique store is in, with the whole house is an antique store is what I mean. Behind it isn't the one they live in. The one behind that is a stone building, and we converted that over. We built a second floor on it, and up there is like a kind of a World War II era workshop, like woodworking shop.
Oh wow!
Actually.
Yeah. And
then the bottom floor was what we call the Maker's Hand Gallery, and it was a co-op. And this was done before COVID. And it was just local artists. There were metal artists, wire artists, fiber artists, painters, people that made stuff out of wood, all different
gamut. Yeah.
The gamut. And anything that could be in an environment that couldn't be climatically controlled. This was a stone building. So, and the way that worked was all the artists that were in that, we just called it a cooperative. We all just helped each other out. And the antique store has events a couple times a year. And we would go set up at those events and demonstrate what we were working on, and have stuff for sale and all of that. And then for the rest of the year, this gallery would house things that were always for sale, and they would be sold through the antique store. And the way that breakdown worked was, if you were an artist that just dropped off your art and you didn't have time to help out there at the store, it was 25%. Whatever your sales were, 25% of that. And that reminds me, I better set this thing up.
Oh yeah.
I better set this thing up, or they're going to get me. Hold on, y'all. Let me set up all the buttons so they don't kick us off right away. Content disclosure. Where are you going? There you go. Okay, so the way that worked is when a piece sold, 25% stayed at the antique store for keeping the items there, making the sale at point of sale, keeping the records, doing all of that. And the rest went to the artist. Now, if you were like me and you built the building, then my cut was 10%. They took 10% of what I sold because I literally helped build the building and I was up there frequently to help out. There were a few other artists that were like 15%. They could stop by once a month or once every couple of weeks or whatever and clean up or do whatever to help out. And that's how the percentages were worked out. And then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, that didn't work anymore, right? People couldn't come in and go to the store and buy stuff and all that. And it was closed for quite a while because of that. So all we had to do is all the artists came and picked up their art. And we made sure everybody that was, the checks went out monthly anyway. So everybody got their monthly check, which was their final check. And they got their art back. And the gallery is still there and there's still people in there and they still do that. I just don't run it anymore because I do other things. But there are simple little ways to kind of just partner up with people and put stuff like that together. And it worked really well. And I kind of thought that's what we were trying to do at another place last year. A similar kind of thing. It didn't work out, but and we'll talk about that. Hey Jeff, how's it going, man? And we'll talk about that on the show here and there. Like I said, we're going to talk about the good and the bad. So But so I mean, I have some experiences of working in situations like that worked out really well, and it was like a win-win for everybody. And when they needed to close, they just closed. Everybody got their checks and their art, and no problem. So there is a really simple, easy way to do it, but it does requiring you to pay your artist when you sell their art. That has to happen, and if that doesn't happen, things tend to fall apart. So tonight, however, the artist that is going to be on here, like I said, he's a lifelong artist. But he's only been sculpting for a few months. And he saw somebody else doing it and was like, oh, I think I could do that. So he started doing it. And it's just amazing, man. But the conversation with him yesterday was some of it revolved around, thinking through, hey, how do you want to present the art that you do? Like, what things about what, like some art, and this isn't the case for Jerry, but some artists literally haven't even thought through what they want people to know about themselves.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
And it's important. I mean, it's important because, there are some things you probably don't want to disclose publicly, for reasons of safety and privacy. I have literally had somebody show up at my house before. So that's why I have a PO box and
I got one
and accounts that take care of things, cameras and all kinds of shit at this point. But that's another thing. What information should a gallery be asking you for?
Yes.
As opposed to what some actually ask you for. That in itself is very important to know. And some artists just don't know that. They're new to the game. So hell, I learned from y'all. I don't do galleries. I live around a whole bunch of galleries. I never used them. I was always able to sell my products directly to the customer. There was absolutely no reason for me to give a gallery 40%. It wasn't like I had furniture laying around. So that's another thing is pointing out some of these other ways to sell your art that do not go through galleries, that go other avenues, other venues. There is a whole nother conversation that can go around like doing festivals. Some type of artists probably should. Yep. Other type of artists definitely should not.
No.
I know people who have done festivals for years and they pay several $100s to go to every one of them. They never sell shit.
Yeah.
And I know other people like me that have never done a festival ever, and I don't have furniture laying around. So there are definitely different venues, and my recommendation is do a little of all of it. If you can get stuff in a gallery, cool, but that ain't the be all end all. If you can get stuff, in other locations, sometimes, look, I know artists around here that have their art hanging in a coffee shop, and that's the most they've ever made. They're professional artists that have been doing art for decades, and the place that sells their art the most is the local coffee shop.
Don't sleep on coffee shops.
So find what works for you.
Yeah,
I know people that make a living selling their art at tattoo shops.
Oh yeah.
I know people that make a living selling their art at fairs and stuff like that. So there's all kinds of ways to do it. I had a buddy in Denton who hosted, used to host. Right on. So those are the kind of topics that we'll be talking about in the coming year, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I think that's a fertile ground for lots of conversations and lots of lot of room to learn stuff there, make all of us get better at what we do, kind of thing. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Happy Accidents by Chad said something really smart, is that do your research. When you're getting into stuff like fairs and festivals, that sort of thing, know what you're getting into. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that there are, and doing your research means different things in different situations, right? Like,
yes.
It could be as simple as the example before, which is, I highly recommend if somebody approaches you about putting your art in a gallery, one of the first things you want to do is look up and see whether that gallery is insured or not.
Yeah.
Another thing you got to look for example, and we're going to talk about this next week, is point of contact. If you're dealing with a gallery and they don't have a system for how your art goes into the gallery and gets written down, the value of it, who's it belong to, how many there are, and an inventory list of what is sold and what is on hand, they should be able to give you a copy of that. They should be able to tell you what is there. And they should be able to tell you exactly what the system is for how to get art. And if it's you just have a conversation with them and then you send them the art personally, you're not protected, because when they flake out, when they ditch, you don't have any recourse because nobody else involved knew that deal was made. So the worst possible thing you could do is make a deal with a gallery owner without having anybody else involved in it, because you're setting yourself up to get taken advantage of, because there won't be any record of your artwork or how much money was paid for your artwork. And they can keep your art, right? Exactly. I've seen it happen. I've only been on here for a couple years, and I've seen a lot of crazy stuff already. So, there's just a whole bunch of things that we could talk about there that would be helpful. And tonight, the guy coming on tonight, actually, he has a skill set that is perfect too. He is intellectually curious. And that's also what it takes, right?
Yes.
Is sometimes people get so excited at the prospect of getting their art somewhere in some location or some whatever that they kind of overlook the basic details of protecting themselves. And I have been on the board at places as a advisor, which is a non-paid position, it's a volunteer position. And seeing how people did things, and some good and some bad.
Yeah.
So there's always somebody out there that has an excuse or some sort of rationale for why they didn't do X, Y, or Z. But if you're going to do business and you're going to sell art, there's some simple things you have to have in place that people can check for. And if you don't have those things in place, you're full of shit as a broker. Anyway, Ash, are you familiar at all with Jerry, the guy coming on?
Yeah.
I know you've seen him around. I know you've seen him coming through our lives or anything, but have you seen any of his art?
Oh, yes. His Coraline was amazing.
How would you? I don't know how to describe. How would you describe it, man? You're an artist. You're an expert.
Well, considering how little time he's had doing it, and the quality of it is amazing. That's all I could say is that's amazing. Like the quality's there, and to have only that little bit of time to have done that is incredible.
It's
So
amazing,
yeah,
man.
hats off to him for sure.
It's amazing. Heard that, Lenny. Heard that, Lenny. I'm trying to catch up on the rest of Fire. So if Jerry is Jerry a bad word? It could be. It could be a Nazi reference.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Jerry's. Yeah,
we don't want to say that word again, but that's what it could be. That could be why they're filtering that particular word. If our buddy Mr. Jerry D is in the chat, please send him up. And we don't want to say that other word again because twice is what gets them freaking out. There he is. If we could we please send Mr. Jerry up? I enjoyed my conversation with Jerry, and I'm looking forward to him kind of having thought through his presentation, seeing where we're at here. Hey, Jerry, can we hear you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey there, Jerry.
All right, man. Well, we can see you. You're looking good. You're sounding good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, although my wife has stated that she doesn't even want to go down and listen to this because you guys have been hyping me up so much that my head's going to be about,
Well, she's right. She's right. She might have to let some air out of your head in order to be able to leave the room you're in after this, because we're fond of you, man. We like what you got going on over there. So it's good to see you, man. Thank you for coming on. I really enjoyed our conversation yesterday.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm going to start out with this. You're a Shriner. And we're going to talk about that later. You're actually a Shriner clown,
Yes.
which is amazing. The Ginn Project is named after my stepfather. My stepfather was a Shriner. He was not a clown, but he was a Shriner. Like I was saying in the interview the other day, I have his credentials from that, and his little pins and everything. But for that, thank you, man. That is a very kind thing to do, and it's just an example. And you're not the kind of guy that would brag on yourself. So I wanted to lead with something like that. It's a very cool thing to do, man, and it takes a lot of heart to do that and time. And I don't want to tell any trade secrets, but a pair of clown shoes is not cheap, my friends. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if you want to go get a pair of real clown shoes, they are hundreds of dollars, y'all. Like, for real.
Most definitely.
Ash, man, do you have anything to say to this dude before the Saint Jerry, the Shriner, before we get started?
I can hear my wife.
I can hear her.
Every once in a
can hear
while,
her? Okay, great.
I'm gonna throw in one for your wife every once in a while just to get her laughing at us. So what are your thoughts? Your initial thoughts here on Saint Jerry, Ash, man?
He's all right. No, his stuff's amazing, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about his story and how it came to everything, and how you got back in to art, like how you got back into working on, and carving out of everything. What was the spark for that?
I'm looking forward to hearing that story too, man. It's good. So Jerry, you were hatched at some point. Take us from the point when you got hatched. Like what happened? Did you just come out sculpting? Is that how it worked?
No. So when I was younger, I used to draw all the time. I drew tons of different pictures, different whatever. I've never been one that can, like, I can have a picture in my head, but transferring it onto paper or whatever, that's not me. I'm more of, and it's where that's where I kind of think I am a I like to call myself a fake artist or whatever, because I can take a picture and I can recreate it. I can, I can see a picture, I can recreate it on paper or whatever. But at this point, or even still, to take and put it out of my head and put it onto paper, it's not really my thing. I haven't gotten to that point, I guess, is where I'm at. So when I was younger, I used to draw all the time. It was something I wanted to do. My grandparents at one point wanted to send me to my wife just came in and said, "Look at the camera more."
Hey.
But yeah, so they wanted to send me to art school, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want it to become a job. I enjoyed it way too much to have it actually become some sort of a job where I had to be forced to do it. I felt at that point I wouldn't enjoy it anymore. So it was not what I wanted to do. So I still drew a lot, but not as much as I did, only because for fear that they would force me to go to school, I guess.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And then as you get older, you work and kids and everything else I stepped away from it for a long time. And then just slowly started getting back into it after actually finding TikTok and finding people like A.S.H and Moose and Mondo and all of these people that I
That's
I
pretty
look
good
at their
list.
stuff and go, yeah, I might as well throw my stuff in the trash, because I'm not anywhere like that,
Every time I do anything with A.S.H, I feel like I have to throw my stuff in the trash. Dude's good at everything, man. Like,
That's what I'm
everything. He
saying.
can write poetry for you. He don't give a shit. Whatever. It's all good.
But that's really where I started back into it. I decided that I needed to do something. I work on the road all the time. I'm always traveling. It's, one state or another. And I needed something to do. So I picked up a pen and paper again, pencil and paper, started drawing again. Then it led into seeing some guy who was a sculptor on TikTok. And next thing you know, I'm buying clay and learning that. So it's a little bit here, a little bit there.
Nice.
And that's that intellectual curiosity I was talking about. Coming away from a conversation with Jerry, the thing that struck me was this dude's intellectually curious. He like, as an artist, as a person, as a human, he wants to. He won't tell you this because he's a humble dude. He knows how to fix things. He had his own business for 30 years repairing vehicles and
Well, no.
Well, he
I
did it for
worked
30
as a
years
mechanic.
and he had his own business a lot of that
Yeah.
time. So but he was a mechanic for a long time. He knows how to fix stuff. He's got a mind for fixing things, right? Is the point that I'm so then now tell him what you do now, man. That's fascinating too. And the way that part of the reason it's fascinating for me is you found a way to create art in this weird life on the road thing that is tough, man. I've spent some time traveling in my life, and that's a rough road, man. It's tough.
It is. It's especially
It's
being
exhausting.
away from home. I think I figured it out. I am home probably about 2 months a year. And that's about it. Otherwise, I'm on the road. So I don't, I spend a lot of time talking to my wife through video chats and stuff like that more than actually being home. My job is an occupational health specialist. I am, sorry, getting over a cold also as well. I do hearing testing, vision testing, respirator fit testing, all of that kind of stuff. And in doing that, I spend a lot of time in hotel rooms. TikTok and whatever else, and doing this with my phone is a thing. It's a big thing, So sitting in a hotel room and not doing anything else, not getting out because I work different hours, different shifts, different whatevers. I needed something to keep myself busy, and there was a lot of thank you, but a lot of stuff like that where it's just I needed something to do, something to keep my mind busy, because otherwise you kind of start to go crazy.
Man, and here's another thing. For Jerry, I've heard this a lot with artists. A lot of the people that I've interviewed, I heard something similar. Art is a way to find balance or find some peace, to kind of calm your brain. And I kind of a self-centering kind of mechanism in a lot of ways. And I love that, man. I love how the things that we do affect our mental health. Like literally, finding what, like life on the road is hard. I don't know if anybody's ever had a job where they had to travel a lot and live in hotel rooms and do, thank you, do all that kind of thing. But it is not an easy life. You're eating out of restaurants or hotels or fast food places. You're driving from here to there. There's a lot of monotony followed by hard work, followed by monotony,
Yeah.
it's a thing. So to have that creative expression, and then this guy, like, it was, you told me, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 months ago, you started sculpting clay?
About 3 months ago, maybe just about.
I think we should hurl profanities at you about right now. because this, y'all, if there's hope for anybody, there's hope for you, right? This guy is doing the stuff that he's doing while traveling around living out of a suitcase. So I don't want to hear it. If he can do it, make it happen. If he can make it happen, make it happen. So that's another thing.
He's got an eye for detail, man. Like just a perfect eye for detail. It's amazing what you get done, dude.
I appreciate that. And it's just, again, it's one of those things where I was watching somebody who's much more talented than me and thinking, if I can do it half as good, I'm going to give that a shot. And I think I do it half as good. I don't, I don't claim to be as good as anybody else or whatever. I do what I do for me and what I like, and and just keep going.
You were talking about the drawing, and in our conversation yesterday, I forget exactly how you worded it, but you were describing that transition from a 2D image to a 3D image, and and kind of that process for you. Can you talk about that just a little bit?
I think it really is a.
Thank you, Sam.
I like drawing. I enjoy it. But I think the for me, drawing, after a little while, I kind of get, I'm not going to say bored with it, because you can always draw something different. You can always draw something abstract. You can always draw something to, try to make it, I'm not going to use the word perfect, but to where you're happy with it. But then what do you do with it? But to pick up some clay and physically make that. I'm doing a piece now for somebody that I'm looking at a picture of it, and I'm like, well, this thing doesn't look like it has a tail. Do I need to put a tail? Should I put a tail? I'm going to put a tail because I think it needs a tail. I mean, it's a bird, so it needs a tail. But you know what I'm saying? You lose so much of a picture. It's still a picture tells 1,000 words or whatever that saying is. But to have something substantial, something physical at that point, for me, it was something I felt like I really wanted to do. I thought it would maybe hold my interest more, so to speak, if that makes sense.
It sounds like you found your medium, and that's so important. It kind of
does, man. It kind of does. And this is early in the journey, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Very early. Very early. It just, to me, it feels like it was what I wanted to do. Like, I love drawing. I love to draw pictures. I love to, whatever. And like I said, I didn't do it for a long time. I still love to do it. But now sculpting with clay just, it kind of, I don't know, it brings me much more pleasure.
And so here's another, and that comes across, I think, and I hope I can describe this right, but I think that joy comes across in your work. One of the manifestations would be Ezra calling me. Ezra doesn't do that. Ezra's got, I don't know what, 800 and something clients. He can't do that often. Like, he's just got too many people, too much going on. But you were one of the people that he literally called and was like, "Hey, you're watching this guy, right? You know." And I'm like, "Yeah, I sent you his name, dummy." No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I wouldn't call Ezra dummy. I'm just kidding. But yes, and what he said was, there's just something about him. There's something about the way he treats people. There's something about the art that he does. There's something about the way that he moves in the community, the way he interacts. And I think what it is, the ex-teacher in me, I asked you in the interview, have you ever been a teacher? Like, it kind of seems that way. But it's more intuitive. He is one of those guys that doesn't have all the, like, I've had lots of college courses about teaching. Most of my stuff was at the time, special education is what it was called. Now the same terminology is not used, but that's what my degree says. And being able to connect with people was very important in actually being a decent teacher, right? That's the thing that's missing oftentimes if you interview kids and figure out what they like about their teachers and what they don't like about their teachers. It has a lot to do with the teacher being present, being, aware of the kid's life, so to speak. And intuitively, that's just the way that you are. That's just the way that you move in your community. And so that is another reason to highlight someone like you is you are if we were in the military, we would call it a force multiplier. You're a force multiplier in the community that you move around in because you make the people around you better. You make the people around you want to get better. Even if you're not as good as they are, which is a super, super valuable skill. That's like having a sergeant that the colonel respects and will take advice from. Like, you're that guy. You would be that dude in that setting. So I just wanted to take at least a minute or two and give some kudos on that portion of it, man. Like, one of the things that made him reach out to me was the way that you treat people. There are some really amazing artists on this platform that'll never be on this show because you got to be serious about what you do, but you also got to be willing to treat people decently along the way. Right? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, sure.
At any rate, man, I don't know how you did it. I don't know you must be rich and just send him a bunch of money or something because there's no way that Ezra would just call me and be like, "Hey, this dude's awesome." No, that's actually what happened. He called me and said, "Hey, this dude's awesome." So do you have any, do you have any thoughts on that moving forward? Like, as you grow as an artist, like how you want that to impact the community around you?
Honestly, no, not at this point. Like I said, it's still so new to me. I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. Before I was listening to you guys talk before you brought me up. I'm sitting here playing with a piece here, and it really, and especially when I'm home, because when I'm home, I'm able to sit across the table from my wife who does what she does on the other side. We stream it live on TikTok.
Yes.
And we have a blast. It's so much fun. So, going forward, I'm going to make art. What I'm going to do with it is, I don't know, at this point in time. You will have an impact on the community around you, and you will have to consider at some point. I mean, you're that good, man. I'm just telling you, you are going to have to consider such things because people, just the same way that you saw somebody doing something and started doing it, I'm already hearing people talking about they're learning things from you. And you're the guy that's going, I've only been doing this for 3 or 4 months. You pretty quickly are going to be someone that has to answer some of those questions for real. Like, and that's a positive. I mean, that's a good thing. That means people are interested in what you're doing and they respect how you do it.
I also like the fact that he's enjoying the journey.
Yes,
like he's getting
it. Yes.
Yeah.
His wife is cracking me up too. That's awesome. She's awesome. Somebody to keep.
She keeps me in check
Essay.
for sure.
There you go.
Man, you got essay in here, and it's like an hour past her Mimi's time, so that's saying something.
There you go. Yeah.
Excellent.
Essay is usually Mimi's right now. So you've already had people approach you about commissions on the work that you're doing.
Yes.
You've already. Could you tell us a little bit about? I mean, that is a unique story too. This guy. How many pieces have you made at this point? Do you know, off the top of your head, roughly?
As far as like just made, I have a total of probably 6 items at this point in time. Not a lot. One is in possession of the person who commissioned me to do it. The core line that I did is for my daughter. I'm going to be giving that to her. I'm working on something for my son. I am working on for another commission project that I'm doing for another creator on TikTok here. That's what I was working on ahead of time, which is just a little bird thing that I've started on.
Awesome.
Nice.
It's very rough. It's very whatever. If you're familiar with this bird, it'll be something similar to that. Similar-ish, not obviously exactly, because that's not good. But yeah, it's a start. So, I mean, otherwise, maybe 6 items total I've made. Not a lot, because learning takes time, and
Oh yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah, oh yeah. I've finished one guitar in the last couple of years. I get it, man. Like it takes time to develop a whole new thing. There's several that are getting close, but yeah, I get it. But so 6, let's say it's 6 items. Let's say it's 6. Most artists don't do 6 items and have people already requesting, commissions
Exactly.
and stuff like that. And the experience that you had with them was positive. Like Ash, as he was telling me his experience with his first commission in sculpting, every sentence I was thinking was going to be followed with, but it never happened. It got all the way to the end. The piece was exchanged for money. Everybody was happy, and there was no drama. I couldn't
Nice.
believe it. It
Nice.
was amazing. Yeah. And then he did it twice. So
Yeah,
I know.
The first guy
I know
was super
artists.
excited about it.
Yes,
Nice,
yes,
dude.
because we've heard that story fall apart many times in that especially on social media, trying to make that exchange on social media. So that too tells you something, right? Like that soon in the process, there's interest. So one of the things that I'm excited about is watching this journey unfold. Watching, Jerry has spent his life working. He's gonna eat if he doesn't sell his art. He's got that figured out, right? But how cool will it be if this guy keeps doing what he's doing, and I mean it keeps growing, right? That is the cool thing of an artist kind of unleashed, being able to. He found a system, whether it's on the road or on the hood of his car, however he does it, he's making cool stuff. And people love interacting with you, Jerry, and that's really important, man. I can't stress that enough, man. That's not something you can teach people or you can go to the store and buy. How you interact with people is very important, especially social media artists, an artist that is doing lives and showing part of their life like that. You know what I mean? So were you? So you've been doing lives with your wife for not too long.
We got a few under our belt.
How did all that come about? How did y'all come to doing lives together?
I've actually done more lives with her than I've done by myself. I started off doing them, and she does. What does she do? She does keychains and earrings and different things like that. And I was like, well, we should, we'll have the Tami and Jerry show. And I said, well, just, I'll throw it up on the shelf up there, and we'll get a wide angle view. The two of us will be there, and I'll talk and listen to people or whatever, and she picks on me and makes fun of me like she's doing from downstairs, and we have a good time with it. And I think people really come to see her more than they come to see me. But we have a blast. It's just so much fun. It's and like I said before, I'm home with this job currently. I'm home maybe 2 months a year. So when I'm home, rather than going out to a store, going this, or just sitting ourselves in front of a television, we come up here in this spare room that we have, and we make things. And it's a lot of, we get to talk a bunch, whether it's on live or whether it's just her and I doing it, off of live. And, it's a lot of really good time together. So it's really where it all came down from. It's a lot of fun.
Wait a minute now. So you enjoy spending time with your wife?
I do.
That's
Whether or
another
not
really
she
good
enjoys
thing.
time with me, that's a whole other story.
We're in the same boat, man. I'll just follow mine around like a puppy and do what she tells me. I'm just glad she lets me keep coming in the same roof. So I feel you, man. It's been working though. We've been together since high school, man. So I followed her all over the place. So, Jerry, they sent us a puzzle piece, and it's all your fault, man. It's all your fault. It's
definitely my fault.
It's because he's not looking in the camera enough.
Look at the camera, Jerry.
Tami, I'm looking.
Look at the damn camera, man. No. Heard that, Lenny. What'd she say?
She goes, I told you.
I told you. Also, more dancing. More dancing. But so tell us a little bit. I alluded to it earlier, man. Tell us a little bit about the Shriner. That's a whole conversation, man. The actual why you do it and how you got involved in it. But then also the Shriner clown is a whole nother conversation. And I'm not sure that people understand how significant that is. That's really no small thing, man. That's a commitment as a person.
It is a commitment, and Shriners are, they do an amazing, for anybody who's not familiar with Shriners, in case there are anybody, there are hospitals across the country and even in other countries now that take care of kids, and kids only from the age of being infants all the way up till 18 is the cutoff. In some special cases, it's 21. They deal mostly with bone deformities, cleft lip and palate, and they deal with burns as well. And so a good portion of my family at one point or another has been taken care of by the Shriners. Whether it was my grandfather, who was one of the first patients in the Springfield, Massachusetts unit for when he was born with polio, or whether it was my daughter personally, who was born with short tendons and club feet. So, it's my way of giving back. I get dressed like a clown. I look like this. Look like a silly, silly clown, make a fool of myself and whatever else. And Fix It's my name. And anytime I'm dressed in makeup and gone someplace to be in a parade or a birthday party or any of those kind of situations, Shriners, the temple that I belong to, they're called, not even sure if they're really called temples anymore, but the organization that I belong to, Melha Shriners, they get money for that, and then the money is donated to the hospital after operating expenses, stuff like that. So we donate a lot of money to the hospitals, and it's so that way children can be taken care of without the parents' ability to pay, or the worry for the parents having an ability to pay. And it's really, it's a great thing. It's a commitment. Shriners are a do what you can do type of a deal, and as much as you can do, they'll take, and if as little as you can do, they'll take. For me, after they took care of my daughter, who had 2 club feet, both of her feet, if you stood her up, the bottoms of her feet were touching sideways like this. They weren't flat down. So after that, and a few other situations, I became a Shriner. Then I became a Shriner clown, and I love doing it. With this job, I don't get to do it as much as I'd like to. And I'm hoping that in the future that'll change. But yeah, it's an amazing thing. It really is.
Tell us about some of the, like, you mentioned parades, you mentioned going to hospitals, parties. Those three different entities, I imagine, are three totally different vibes.
They are. Most
Like
definitely.
a parade, for example. Take us through the experience of being a Shriner and doing a parade.
So the funny thing about that is the Shriners are generally last in a parade. And the reason they're last in the parade is because most of the time there's so many of them. So people have a tendency to want to see the clowns, want to see the guys driving the little cars up and over a truck, all of the different things that they do. So they hold us back on a lot of situations. So being a Shriner is a lot of hurry up and wait in some cases. But I mean, once you being a clown, and I can't speak for the other guys because a lot of the other guys don't get interaction with the sidelines or any of that stuff. They're just doing their thing on their motorized vehicles or whatever. For me, I'm interacting with the crowd in the sidelines as much as possible. Going up to the little kids and taking pictures and just having fun. It's all about interaction and being being the center of attention, basically.
Right on. For a guy and that's the irony, right? For a guy that's fairly understated and shy, and kind of shy a little bit in some respects, to put on a clown outfit and go out there and entertain people is just great, man. It's like, next level.
Well, that's why it's funny because I always tell people, they're like, I did scoutmastering for a while, a bunch of stuff like that, and they're like, "Oh, you must love kids," and I'm like, kids are all right. I'm not a giant fan. They're like, "Well, you're a clown and you were a scoutmaster." I'm like, "Yeah, as a scoutmaster, I could boss kids around, and as a clown, I'm the center of attention." So, I love that.
That's awesome, man. I love it. So I'm assuming the parade, for example, would be a little different vibe than going to see kids in a hospital. And I in the Air Force and when I played rugby, made visits to hospitals to visit children. And for me personally, anyway, thank you. For me personally, that was a heavy experience, man. Going in a hospital and seeing young people, that had been in accidents or that had trauma happen to them, or it was tough, man. It was heavy on my heart when we would do that. What's your experience with that?
Yeah, so the thing with that is I've been to the hospital on a bunch of different occasions, but to be completely honest with you, and I've been to the hospital where I was just in the waiting room area and entertaining kids in the waiting room area, and I've been in the back where kids are out of surgery and just in beds and stuff like that. I mean, this is gonna sound weird, and Shriners Hospital is a different kind of hospital. Kids are, and it's going to sound weird, kids are excited to go there.
It's the environment.
Aren't afraid. Yeah, they're not afraid. They're not, the people that work there and the people that take care of the kids there, the doctors and the physical therapists and all of that. The kids aren't afraid of them. They're like their best friends. They can't wait to go and see them on the next time they got to go.
Excuse me.
And it's such a different vibe. I remember one time when I went there and there was a child who had lower back surgery, had some stuff like that, was like in full, like all sorts of traction, pins and needles and all this stuff coming out of the poor kid, and so upbeat and so happy. It blew my mind. It really did. I would expect,
It's amazing, man.
Just to be, you got to go in there and you got to be quiet, and the kid's not going to be extremely happy, and the kids there are just in such a different thing.
They create an entirely different environment, which I think is so healthy, right? If you can create an environment where kids with issues that have to have surgery are looking forward to going to this place, in my opinion, I'm nobody, but in my opinion, I think that's doing something right. Like that's the, because our health is tied to our mental health. It's all connected. And,
Absolutely.
A kid it only makes sense, right? A kid that is more comfortable in the environment that they're in, going through something, or an adult, anybody, a human, or any sentient being, pretty much, looking around and finding themselves in an environment where they're comfortable, where there's definitely things to be scared about. And especially, I mean, imagine a child that's a burn victim, and in that environment, that's bad enough, but to be in an environment where you feel loved and cared about and appreciated and thought about and all that. And here's the thing, Jerry, you help make that happen. Like, the reason that environment exists at Shriners Hospital is because people like you do what you do. Now, this interview is about Jerry and his art, but I just want to point out that when I was saying earlier that this is a guy that cares about his community, the way he moves, even if it's not intentional, he may just be clowning around, literally, but it makes a difference to people, and he's astute enough to recognize that and understand that, and you have a similar impact in your artist community on social media. What you're describing at the hospital, being a little calmer, looking forward to seeing blah, 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 is the way I've heard people talk about you. So you are obviously doing some of the similar things. You're just not wearing the clown suit. So what I'm thinking you might want to do, Ash, back me up on this, is you might want to start doing your lives as a clown.
All right. Well, so here's the thing. In a couple of weekends, it's called the Northeast Clown Institute, and we go there every year, or pretty much every year, and it is a clown school. So I will be going there. I'm going to try to get in alive, at which point I more than likely will be in clown outfit.
Very
Tammy's
cool.
going to be there with me. Tammy's going to be with me, and just so you know, she does it as well.
Oh, that's
Tuning
awesome.
is her
Wow. Tuning?
She will say that, yeah, because she's a very musical person. She loves music. She could talk. I listen to you guys talk all about music, and it kind of goes up here somewhere. I don't know it. I can't answer it. If I ever am on a game show where they say, I need you to call, or you need to know about this person, about that, I got to call her, because she is just all about that.
Nice.
But we'll be there. I'm gonna try to see if I can get her in clown outfit. I'm gonna get in clown outfit. I'm gonna try to do a live from there.
There you go.
I may even do it as I'm putting the makeup on. We'll see. I don't know. I'll have to shave though. That's gonna drive Tami nuts afterward.
Fix It and Toonie. I cannot wait, man. I cannot
Fix It
wait.
and Toonie.
That sounds like a lot of fun, Eve. I agree. So how did your artist wife get in? Same thing. She just same kind of. Y'all both decided, hey, we're gonna be clowns. And...
No.
Uh-oh.
She's always done one thing or another for herself. She was at one point she did singing telegrams, different things like that.
That's
I know,
awesome.
Right?
That's cool.
Like I said, she's all musically inclined. I am nowhere near there. I have 2 left feet and 2 left vocal cords, I guess. But I became a clown before her, and then she was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. I think I'd be a better clown anyway. I like kids. And she's much cuter than I am, so, she kids like her better than me.
That is true. 100% truth right there. I'm in the same boat, my friend. Don't let it bother you at all, man. It's all right.
I know, trust me.
It's
It's one of those things. They don't call them the better half for nothing.
So Fix It. When you are doing your sculpting, you were talking about, you mentioned briefly that it was clay. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I know that there are different types of clay. I'm illiterate. I don't know much. I know there are different types of clay. I know that some heat under circumstances. Some of them you don't want to put in a kiln and all of that. Can Can you tell us a little bit what realm you're in, and talk to me like I'm the first grader that I am, because I don't know.
So there are all different kinds of clay. I'm not well versed in a lot of the other styles. I know that there's clay for pottery and the clay for kids who have air dry clay, that kind of stuff. I'm not well versed in a lot of that stuff. I'll be completely honest. I'm not well versed in polymer clay that I'm sculpting with at this point, but I'm learning. It's every Tami likes to say every day is a school day, and I 100% agree with her. So I use polymer clay. Comes in bricks kind of like this, nothing too fancy. You have to work it. You have to condition it, is what it's called. You kind of work the clay, get it to where it's nice and pliable.
With your hands, you mean, or do you have like a thing that you put it in? Or
yeah. So I do some with my hands, depending on how big of a piece I'm going to have. But most times I use a pasta roller, a pasta maker, and run it through a pasta maker.
Really?
So that way, yep,
Right on.
it'll spit out little thin sheets. At which point I can then make and mold it and make it so that way it's a lot more pliable and usable.
Right on. A pasta maker. That's awesome.
Polymer clay is fun, in my opinion, because it doesn't dry out. It can sit here. Yeah, after it sits on something for a length of time, it starts to stiffen up, but it doesn't harden up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it gets firm, but not
right.
Like it's been in
So
a
it's
kiln
still malleable. You can still move it around. You can still do what you have to do. Whereas air dry clay, after a little while, it's solid. You're not doing anything with that.
Yeah.
So the polymer clay, like I make these little lighter cases.
Those are amazingly cool.
That's awesome.
And it can sit like this. This one right here.
Wait a minute,
has been sitting like this for a while, and I don't know what exactly I want to put on it. So it's just kind of sitting here, and I know that when I get back to it, it'll still be in the same condition. This one is pretty much finished. It has to go in the oven.
That's awesome.
Polymer clay, in order to make it stiff and solid, you have to put it in the oven. You bake it, and it can be in a regular oven because it's not toxic or anything like that.
You just bake it. You just bake it at a certain temperature for time
275. Yeah, 275 for every, and I think it's 15 minutes every quarter of an inch of thickness. So
oh wow,
I always bake mine a little bit longer. It doesn't matter how long you bake it for; it's not going to do any damage.
Do they crack like pottery does?
The worry of that, yeah. So the big worry about that is because a lot of the sculptures, like this guy here, this little dude,
awesome.
that guy there is built.
I know Ash likes that.
Oh yeah.
He started off as a aluminum foil ball. So and then that way it doesn't require this much clay and that much clay. You save on clay by making aluminum foil armature. Some things like this thing here that I'm working on for my son, which I'll show a picture afterward. But some things have an aluminum armature underneath it. This has aluminum armature. It's got a little bit of a foil and then some clay holding it all together. With that there, the big worry about it would be a blowout. Air expands, as we know, and once you get everything kind of like situated and it's all sealed, if you don't poke a hole in it somewhere to let the air expand, it's got to go somewhere. So it'll actually blow out a portion of your sculpt. So I always got to make sure I remember to put a hole in it somewhere. You can afterward seal that up if necessary. I try to hide it, whether it's in a nostril or inside the mouth where it's not going to be noticed, whatever. I try to hide it so I don't have to mess with it afterward. But yeah, it's you got to worry about that.
Let me ask you this: the lighter covers that you made, did you count those as part of your 6?
No, I didn't.
Those are all right. So we're up to 8 at least then.
Well, yeah, there's 3, 6, 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a lot
10 or
of
11
those. Yeah,
of those. Cause, like this.
Because those are cool,
Yep.
man. I love them. That's awesome. I love it. Those are amazing, man. You had a question in the chat earlier if they were available, and I don't know that you can tell them how much they are on here. You might have to tell them to hit you in the DMs, but you could talk about donuts or something if you wanted to. But
Well, yeah,
totally
I
up to
mean,
you,
I do have a Discord. If you follow me, you can find my Discord up on, there's a pinned post about that. And then in other places, you can find all that information. It's all on the Discord. So,
and they probably
but yeah.
vary. I mean, everyone's a little bit different, so they're most likely not all exactly the same price. Probably. I don't
I
know.
mean,
I'm
as
guessing.
far as the lighter holders would go, they would be. I would do them, for a standard, a standard amount of doll hairs. If I had 50 hairs on my head,
Now we're talking. This guy gets it. Jerry gets it. He gets it. He gets it. 50 doll hairs, y'all. Like,
we
I
could do
got
something
lots
like
of them.
that.
Take 50 of mine.
And then I would,
Right
I
on.
would ship them during that same thing. But
Well, let's drop this on them now. Let's give them an idea. You will be able to find this information in my link tree, folks, coming at you soon. You can reach out to Mr. Jerry D at Wormhole World Designs at the place with the G and the post people come by, that Gmail place. I'm gonna get a restriction. I can't help it. It's gonna happen. But if you would like to reach out to him, that is Wormhole World Designs. That's WORMHOLEDESIGNS at the OG mail place. And the other place, as he pointed out, you can catch him on Discord. Can you tell them that the name that you're under on Discord?
I could.
Well, it's a mystery. If you would like to connect with Jerry on Discord, good luck.
I'm like super new to Discord.
Me too,
Discord
man.
really came along the lines with Ezra. So
Me too.
I'm new.
Yep.
True story, Jerry. Here, man. True story. I've been on Discord for a little over 2 years because of Ezra. And that's where I communicate with. But I don't understand how it works. I had rooms or servers or whatever set up.
Servers, yeah.
And I still don't know what I'm doing. Full disclosure, I didn't talk to Ezra for the first
Johnny.
2 months after I came in. Hey, Johnny. Oh, Ezra just told me your Discord is JD _CHARME. Thank you, Ezra. Thank you, Ezra.
I was just looking it up.
I think it was JD. Put that up there again if you can, Ezra, please, real quick, so I can call it out again. If you don't mind.
Yes, Laura, it is.
Hey, Johnny Ray, it is really good to see you. That was JD. And what was the rest of it? Do you remember now?
Put him on the spot.
He said it
go
fast.
look it
I'm sorry. Oh, there it is.
Stop.
JD is JD _CHARME. JD _CHA Charm. JD Charm. Okay, so you can also catch him over on the Discord with the _. We are connected on Discord, and when I tried to call him, it rang Ezra up too. So if anybody would like the lighter cases or to talk to him about a commission or anything like that, please reach out to him on his Discord account or on Wormhole World Designs at the Gmail place. Man, I love the creativity in it. Thank you, Ezra. JD _CHARME. I'm gonna write that down. JD _CH. All right. Mr. Charm. I'm fascinated by this as well, man, because to me, you're like right down the alley of what we want to do on the show, right? There artists fall in these. To me, what I've learned over the last couple of years is there's artists that are professional artists strictly, and they make their whole living on their art. And then there's a spectrum of people all the way to hobbyists. And sometimes hobbyists end up being good enough that people start wanting commissions from them, and then that converts over to maybe the artist makes 75% of their income at their regular job, and then 25% of what they bring home comes in their art. Some people are at 5%, some people are at 49% or whatever. But you are now having to contend with, as a longtime artist, now you're having to contend with people want to purchase your art. That in itself is kind of a weird thing to deal with sometimes, right? Coming to that transition. It was for me. I started out building woodworking stuff just because I was having fun and I had a bunch of barn wood. And then suddenly people liked it. Now I'm like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do now?
Well, that's like, when the first commission thing I got, I didn't know what to do. And one of the people that helped me out was Moose. He really was like, hey, let's talk about this, let's talk about this, and let's talk about that. And then, through here, and at a certain point, he got to the point where he's like, okay, well, then you should be thinking about this area of where you want to be cost-wise and all of that kind of stuff. And, so that's where this community is also helping, I don't know a lot of that kind of stuff because I've never done that. Yeah, I can tell you how much it costs to fix your car and how much to put a timing belt in and do all of this. That's what I grew up knowing, But to move into something like this, if I was going to, this is for my daughter, but if I was going to sell that,
I love it.
I would have no idea. I wouldn't know what to, I know what I've got for time. I know approximately what kind of, product is in it, but.
Man,
for me, it's just I enjoy doing it.
It warmed my heart when you told me that. You were describing to me how you're like, oh, somebody wanted a commission, so I talked to Moose and that's how it's supposed to work in my view. That's what community is, right?
Yeah.
Helping out where you can. And Moose, are you shocked? Anybody shocked that
No,
that
not at all.
was trying to help out? You know what I mean? Or can do for that matter. Jerry, we're very disappointed in you, man. We really wish you would do more to support your community. We secretly brought you on the show because we wanted to admonish you for not being nice enough to people. But also, I'm looking forward to your journey, man, because I believe that you're onto something. I think Ash is right. I think you may have found your medium, and when an artist finds their medium, man, crazy things happen. You never know where it's going to take you. And you're already on the road, so so it can take you anywhere.
Exactly.
You're a double threat. And a triple threat. You might show up with two clowns. You know what I mean? You never know. When I get to meet you, I'm going to be very disappointed if somewhere in that interaction there isn't a clown involved. Ash, do you have any thoughts or any questions or anything before we kind of turn things over to the chat with questions?
I'd like to get a good look at that Coraline again. I think that's what I think the chat really liked it too. So.
Oh man!
Oh yeah! Isn't that impressive? That is great.
Man. I mean, less than a dozen pieces of sculpture, and he comes up with that.
Yeah.
Come on, man!
Incredible.
Look at the hoodie, the hood. Can you please turn? Yeah, look at the.
Yes.
Come on, man!
So should I tell you that this was the third thing I completed?
No, you shouldn't tell us that because we're all going to hate you. Excuse me.
That's
it's fantastic, man. Hey, would
This
you?
was the second
We have
thing.
a request from Lord Ezra.
Oh,
Oh man, I
great.
love that,
That's
dude.
awesome. Look at the
The,
texture. The
that
texture's
is
amazing. The grass and everything, just fantastic.
Jerry. I haven't
Look at
seen
the
that one,
texture
man. I
on
love
that.
that.
Amazing.
Is the grass clay? No.
No, the grass is a moss like paper type of
Oh,
thing that I
okay.
put on there. Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
I'm not that
wow.
good. Trust me.
Well, the texture on the owl, the feathers is
Yeah,
still
the
dope.
texture's amazing on the owl.
Ezra was asking about some of the monsters that you had. Please, he did say
Oh,
please.
the monsters. So
And Mondo wants
is
the
this
Red Devil sculpture. Oh, dude, I love it.
Oh, that's
so
fun. That
he
is a
picked
lot
up?
of fun right there.
I figured Ash would like this one. He picked up something he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
like, and
Yeah.
then there's a fly there, fly over. Yeah, here, one up on his top of his eye.
That's awesome. I love it.
This
Is
the
this
first
one
thing
you
I
dreamed
started.
up?
No. Well, yes. So I dreamed this up. It was the first thing I started. Then I saw the owl on another person, Ace of Clay on TikTok and
He was in
Okay.
other
here.
places.
Yeah.
He did that, so I wanted to make that because I love owls. I think owls are just so amazing.
I love that
Um,
owl, man. That's dope.
So this was the first thing I completed. This is the first thing I started, then completed. So it's got hair and
So this
whatever
one,
else.
did you bake? You had to bake that one too?
Yes. Yep.
You're able to bake it with the hair and everything on it?
No, hair was on afterward. Paint goes on afterward. Everything like that.
Oh, you bake it and then you paint it. Do you have to do like pottery to where you like the glazes where you put it back after you
No.
put the paint on it?
No.
You just bake it and then
Um,
paint it and glue the hair on or however and
Yeah. So
right on.
like with the lighters because they're because the lighters
That's
might be
awesome.
handled more. I put a polyurethane over the top of it
Okay,
just to
yeah.
kind of give it. I'm saying that it's functional art, so if you keep using it after a while, it's going to wear the paint off. I mean, there's no
Yeah.
doubt about that.
Right.
But I give it a little bit of polyurethane over the top of it.
Right,
When I
Eve?
bake,
I'm curious too, Eve.
Yeah,
What's that?
Eve, I'm with you. Where'd you get the eyeballs, man?
so the eyeballs are glass cabochons, they're called.
Okay.
And I get them from, that big website that has a smile for a logo.
Freak.
I get it there.
The slathering.com, yes.
So that's where I get the eyeballs from. So they're glass, so I can bake them in the sculpture like this, so that way I don't have to worry about it. This one's baked. It's not. I haven't painted it. I haven't done anything else. This is just baked. And it's solid. I mean, they're pretty durable. If you threw it on the ground, it'd probably break. But it's they're. This one is one I'm still working on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This one has a little bit of a funny story. I started doing this one. I loved how the eye was coming out. It was going to be a Cyclops.
Oh, okay.
However, I did it wrong, and this is the bottom. So it ended up, well, he'll have three eyes instead of, whatever. Just
There you go.
A little bit
I
different.
love it. A little
So, yeah,
transition.
so once I paint him with a dull paint, kind of like this guy is. He hasn't gotten any kind of poly on top of it yet. But I'll poly them after the fact, and then it'll be
Hey, the back of that one, was there a D on that? Is
J
that
and
your
a D,
maker's
yeah.
mark? Is that what
That's
you're
my
going to
maker's
use
mark.
for your maker's mark? That's
Nice.
awesome,
Yeah.
man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's in not everything I've done because I'm not bright enough to remember to put it on everything.
Moose. Moose is going to have to learn how to sculpt now. Yes, you are, Moose. Yes, you are. But I mean, that's a great thing though, man. And the conversation that we're having, Moose was on the show. He was a person that was interviewed. It's been a while, but him helping you out, I think that's fair to say, right? Or at least giving you some helpful advice. and it is just another example of this amazing community on here, man. The people are just wonderful. And yes, Lenny, that's another thing. I think Jerry and I have this in common, and I think Ash too. I get to compare myself to Jerry now because Jerry's cool. But the thing about it is I like trying different mediums and stuff. Like I've really enjoyed the couple lessons in acrylics that I had with Eve. I'm no painter, and it isn't Eve's fault that I'm no painter. But that was incredibly informative for me both times, learning about like just kind of the different techniques, the thought process. I think it will make me a better craftsman, just understanding better the people that I'm working with and the mediums that they're using. So something you said in our interview that I really liked, or I connected with anyway, was you want to try stuff. You may not decide that that's what you want to do, but you still like trying them, and you're okay with trying something, finishing it, and then going on to something else. And I dig that, because some people they either don't want to try other things, or when they do, they feel like that's all they can do. And it's kind of a trap in that way, and you found the key for that.
Well, it's like, watching Mondo with his watercolors.
That guy's a jerk, man. Nobody watches
I can't
Mondo.
stand him.
Nobody watches Mondo. That Jeff Goldblum look-alike, balloon painting, watercoloring. Yeah, we love Mondo too, man. We do.
It's funny that you say that, because this is when I started painting to try to know how to do watercolors.
Oh my God.
I went out and bought watercolors. I went out and bought a kit. I actually bought the same kit that Mondo has.
Oh boy.
And I wanted to learn watercolors. And that's where I've started. I did make these mushrooms as well. And I was trying to figure out how to put water paint on the paper at that point, but that's my whole watercolor journey to this point. Oh, that's right. Ash doesn't like balloons, right? I forgot about that. Sorry, Ash.
Ashman is a huge fan of balloons. Everybody make sure to send Ashman balloon paintings because he loves them.
So then eventually when I meet Ash, I should bring balloon animals, right?
There you go.
Yes.
I know how to make those.
Those are perfectly fine. Do
you know how to make balloon animals? Is there like a balloon animal school that you go to if you're a clown?
That's where I'm going. That's the northeast.
Please send me a balloon animal. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. I'm teasing, man. I'm teasing. You don't have to send me a balloon animal. That's cool, though. You got to make us one on the thing, though.
Send him a balloon animal kit. Just some balloons in it.
And then one twist it this way and do this.
You got to get the long, skinny ones, right? Where the hell do you even get those? At the clown store or something?
I got bags and bags of those. Lynn's creative. I know how to make a dragonfly balloon. It's nice. It comes out very cool.
Dragonfly. Next time you're on the show, you must do a dragonfly balloon, man. That's imperative.
Absolutely.
That's an imperative, because we'll certainly, unless you disown us, we've adopted you, so you'll certainly be back eventually.
I can definitely do that.
I don't think we should invite you back.
Tami says you guys should not invite me back.
Should not invite
all right.
back.
She's invited back.
She's
invited back. You're invited back. I'm not.
Oh, I can come this time?
So before we let you go, though, since you've got her there with you, would you mind? Now, we like to keep the focus on the artist, right? That's the point of the show, is to make sure to highlight artists. But could you share with us a little bit of what she's got going on, man? I know y'all are live together and y'all hang out together, and
sure.
She gives us good advice on how to make sure to keep you between the lines. And she sent me a whole list of things, to make sure to say to you. Because she said, she sent me a list of stuff, and it was like, if you say any of these things, he gets really angry, and it's going to be comfortable. So I'm teasing y'all. I'm totally kidding.
So she makes. I have to get up for a second. Hold on, I'll be right back. So I'll grab a couple here.
Right, Laura. Right.
We're packing stuff up because we have that show that's coming up. But I'll grab a couple of things here. I don't know where everything she has is.
They're escaping.
Can you blame them?
No.
So she's actually, I'm going to the Northeast Clown Institute. I'm going to be on the board over there, the board of directors for the Clown Institute itself, and to help better it hopefully. And she's bringing all of her stuff to kind of put in the vendor room, but she makes keychains, kind of like this type of stuff.
Oh, those are great.
Right on.
Fun little things. All different styles. So there's these have like a hard type of thing. These are all wired based and whatever. This one has
a little ducky, yeah.
A little ducky, because we know how much everybody loves ducks here. She does stuff for school teachers and
School bus. That's awesome.
one for Ash with a balloon dog and
That's awesome. I love it.
So she does that kind of stuff. Some of the ones that she's finishing up specifically, I hope I don't break anything over here. For the Clown Institute is this kind of a clown faces and stuff. So there's a lot of that. She does earrings, the same style type of thing with earrings, chains. She during the winter she did these really cool picture frames that were holiday themed picture frames that everybody loved. Sorry for running away here, but kind of gives you an idea. So kind of that kind of
man,
deal.
that's cool. I
Um,
dig it.
So they were really interesting,
Wow.
and that kind of a deal.
That's a
So
great idea to hang that.
I know,
like
right?
it. I love that, man. That's cool.
So she's got a lot more creativity, in my opinion, than I do. I do more technical stuff. She does more fancy, pretty things.
She makes all the cool stuff that she makes, and she's your handler. So there's a lot going. There's a lot. Like my wife has a lot going on. Plus, she's got to babysit me.
Exactly.
I get it, man. Tami, thank you for your service.
I'm she just yelled up. I'm her accessory.
Accessory. Oh, I
I'm
got you. Well, you can say that, but I'm not going to say that. Those are fraught waters, my friend.
No, well, that's what she said. I was her accessory. So,
Yeah, Laura, you would know, wouldn't you? So, Wormhole World Designs, that's WORMHOLEWORLDDESIGNS @thegmail.com is how you can get in touch with him. He also has a Gmail handle, which was JD _ charm.
That was Discord, yeah.
Yeah, on Discord. Those would be the two ways to reach out to him. The lighter cases are awesome, man. I bet people will end up reaching out to you. I bet you get your hands full pretty quickly with stuff like that, man. That's cool.
These are fun. I enjoy doing them too. A lot of them, I just had.
Hey,
I don't have one here, but they started off looking like this, just a metal case that the lighter sits into, and then they turn into these things.
Those are great, man.
Lenny, you were able to find them? Oh, that's cool. He's got feet.
Fun little one.
Yeah, he does.
Little toes
Or
there, yep.
Little toesies.
Kind of disgruntled, and Laura had put it in when I at one point had said that none of them seemed particularly too happy with me. Somebody had dubbed this one the Witch Doctor, which kind of looks like it, I guess, and then a little zombie type of character. So they're fun. I enjoy making these. They're small. They're easy to take with me too when I'm traveling. So the only problem I have is hotel rooms don't have ovens to bake them in.
Yeah, that's true.
I paint them with acrylic paints. And then I put a water-based polyurethane over the top of them.
Freak was saying acid trip Muppets. I like that. I like that. Hey, Cody, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Cody.
That's funny.
How do folks, if folks wanted to, if they were interested in some of Tammy's stuff, how would they get in touch with Tami? Do they need to contact you? Are you her handler as well?
I'm kind of her handler as far as the IT stuff goes. So you could get a hold of me and then I can put you in touch with her, or can just deal with it straight through. I'm going to actually give her a whole section on the Discord server. So she'll have a whole area in there. I don't know if she's still in the chat. In the chat, it just said Tami, if she's still in or not. She would be the one, that you could reach out to through TikTok here, if you didn't want to deal with me or didn't like me. So that's the way.
There she is.
There she is.
There she is. So you can also reach out. I'll make sure I'm following her. Reach out and catch her. She's also got some amazing artwork, and I'm sure when we see Jerry, we see her again too, because they are kind of a thing. They're kind of a thing, y'all.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Is there anybody in the chat or Ash? Anybody have any further questions? He's been kind enough. He's been generous with his time. We've actually held him over, but we're enjoying talking to him. So, is there anybody that's got any questions about his process or what he's doing or who he is or how he hatched out from under that rock in Massachusetts or when he came over?
Is there another medium you're interested in trying?
Ooh. Acrylic.
So I actually
acrylic.
I actually have a kit for, what is it, lino cut printing?
Oh yeah.
So I want to try that. I want to try block printing.
Very cool.
Wow. Right on.
I'm interested in that. I don't know that it's something. There's a lot of stuff. I watch Severed Art, her wood burning is just crazy, and
She's amazing, man.
I would like to try it, but I don't think it's something I want to do. So, the lino cut stuff, I want to try it. Whether or not I'll stick with it, that's another story. I think that it's interesting. I'm a very big, being a clown, and I'm a very big fan of history and of clowning and circuses and all of that kind of stuff, which I've been in circuses as well. But
cool, man.
For me, the old block printing type posters that they used to do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh wow, like the ones of the bearded lady and that
stuff
type
like
of
that.
stuff?
Sure. Well, those would be more sideshow posters, banners and stuff. Those are amazing, and some of those are done by the right people. Are
valuable.
Ridiculously expenve.
They're like banners, right? I'm talking about something different though. That's two different things though, right? You're talking about the block printing stuff, and I got you. I'm with you. I think I understand.
But yeah, I have.
Are you? So, I want to make sure the block printing that you're talking about is where you literally are taking blocks with stuff on them and you dip it in ink and then you duplicate that. Is that what y'all are referring to as block printing?
You take a roller over it and then print it onto the paper. It's like negative space.
Do you make the image on the block, or do you get blocks that have images on them, or how does that work?
Well, like a rubber stamp, right? You've seen rubber stamps where you just
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Kind of the same kind of a situation. The kit that I have, I don't have any of them because they do it a few different ways. One is linoleum. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are done with a rubber block. That's what I'm going to try. Wow. And you cut out the negative space, and then whatever you're stamping is what you didn't cut out, and that's what's stamping on the paper or whatever.
Yep.
But they used to do that with circus posters a long time ago, and it's always interested me.
Wow. Hey, Bones. So you're going to carve the blocks yourself, too? You're going to try that part?
Yeah. So the blocks kit I have has like a roller, but they have these pink blocks. I won't show the other side because it's got brand names and stuff. But it's a pink block. It's basically rubber, and you put the image on there. Then you kind of carve out with this little carving tool. It just digs it out, and then
like an inlay kind of,
and then you basically
exactly
ink it up and stamp it, type of a deal.
Right on.
So it's something I want to
That's
try.
awesome. Right on. Learned something new, man.
Can I kind of maybe show? Let me see. I don't want to show anything with too much stuff here, but you can kind of see there the way it kind of works.
Oh, cool.
And the way it's cut out. So, and that's what I'm looking to try to do. It might not even be something I like to do. I don't know, but I want to try it. I want to see it.
Worth trying, yeah.
I'm not
got
a big painter. The whole watercolors still interest me, and I still kind of want to try that more. I want
Don't
to learn
let
some more
Mondo hear that. Man,
Mondo.
Mondo's head's gonna get big too.
But I think clay is really where I'm going to stick for quite a while, because actually, the only other thing I'm trying is digital art.
Oh, nice.
Procreate. Procreate.
No, I don't have an iPad, so no Procreate. I'm using a different one. If I can get this to pull up real quick, I apologize.
Thought I was on to one there, Ash.
I don't have an iPad. I'm not an iProduct person, so
I didn't know that was specific to iPad, to be honest with you, dude. So you just taught me something. I just have heard them talking about using Procreate, so I threw it out there like
It's something that I really would like to learn, because it is Procreate's an amazing program for what it does and everything like that. But the other, what I'm using is what Moose has taught me to use, or is teaching me to use. And I'm working on this for the whole Save the Alien
that's awesome
deal.
That's so cool, man.
So I've drawn the picture. I'm working on coloring, which I'm learning, because, that's a whole other story. But I'm trying to learn how to do all of that. Trying to learn how to get all of the different shadings and the different highlights and all of that kind of stuff. So that's a process.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing that you did that, man. It's cool. That's what I was saying earlier, is enough of y'all did art that y'all literally created an entire merch line for a person, which is so cool, man. It's just amazing.
And the thing is I can take that with me. It's in my laptop. It goes with me, and I can do it on the road. It's nice and simple.
Absolutely.
I've got a pad that I draw on, and that Moose taught me about. And
That's your first try?
First digital art try, yeah.
Wow, man.
Very nice.
You got that Ashman thing going on. You just, whatever you're going to do, you're going to do it well, aren't you?
I try to do things well. It doesn't always work out. It's taken me a lot of Control Z on that program to erase stuff. But the one thing I've learned about digital, it's a lot easier to erase on there than it is on paper. So.
Oh, yes.
I've seen Ashman throw stuff across the room, but not his computer.
Not my iPad, no. Just crumple it up. Throw it.
I about had a stroke, man. He did that, and I was like, "What just happened? Did that really just happen? He just threw a piece of his. Oh my god!"
I've watched Moose draw this whole thing, elaborate thing, and then he's like, "Yeah," and just erase, and it's gone.
Yep.
I'm like, what? How could you do that? That looked amazing, and it's a process, I guess, and that's what I'm learning.
Yep.
Yeet, she said, yeet. Well, Mr. Jerry, it is an absolute honor and a pleasure to have you on, man. I was looking forward to this, and it did not disappoint. I'm excited because there's these neat components for me with you. You're a lifetime artist, so you've always had that interest. And now where you are in your life, you found some new outlets for that art. and you've gotten a really good response. And that's going to go somewhere. I mean, it just is. And whatever that journey is, wherever you go with it, man, we're here for it, because I think it's amazing. The lighters, if you would like to get in touch with him, it's Jerry can be found at wormholeworlddesigns. Please forgive the lozenge in my mouth. At the Gmail. And you can also catch him on Discord at JD_CHARME, Charm. The guy is charming, so that makes sense. No worries, Chipster. Always glad to see you, buddy. There it is, right there, Laura. Jerry, do you have a favorite color?
So my favorite colors are red and black.
Red and black. Okay.
Those are my colors.
So if we could, please do your things, and please drop some red and black hearts in the chat for Mr. Jerry. And if we could, please get a couple screenshots and send them to me so we have those. Look at that, man. Awesome. Kira Wilson, talking about amazing artists. There's another one right there. Kira Wilson.
That is for sure.
That lady is unbelievable. Talking about another person in the community that's always helping out. That lady is unbelievable. I think she is going to end up running herself into the ground. She helps so many people. It's amazing. Moose, there he is. Johnny Ray. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all doing that. Please, Eve or somebody, if you're still in here, grab a couple screenshots of those so we can send them over to Jerry. As evidence that, yes, Jerry, on a bad day, you will have evidence that people actually like you, man. Anybody that came in late, no worries. We download these and then we load them over on the YTs in their entirety. We don't edit them. We don't cut anything out. Warts and all, we put it over there. Black and fun black. That red works. He likes red works. Thank y'all so much for doing that. That is amazing. And you know, the names came up, man. Moose and Mondo and several other people that have influenced you. Jeremy, I think, was one of them that you mentioned, who is a sculptor, and well, you said the other one. He was in here earlier today.
I think it was a different person. Ace of Clay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a different person, and the other one was Jeremy Campbell Studios, who I know wasn't in here either. But those are really where I got my start with clay, watching them, and they're just amazing.
Amazing,
very cool.
Yes. Oh, Laura can keep them all straight. Well, Jerry. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Is there anything else you would like folks to know, or anything you wanted to say we didn't cover before we let you go?
I don't know, man. I just really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for Ezra for reaching out to you and making this happen. I watch all of you people. You know, I may not get on there and talk as much. I may not, whatever, but I do watch a lot of you people on the lives, and I do watch, all of your stuff that comes up. I am amazed to see when I started with TikTok, it was all stupid stuff, all just junk you kind of scroll by and don't care about. And now 90% of my feed is all artists, and every day I'm trying to make connections with new artists and different people that I can learn from, that can even maybe learn from me a little bit, who knows. And it just, overall, this community that you guys have, I found you guys, I'm 100% honest, I found A.S.H first. Sorry again, but I found A.S.H first.
Hey, man, that's good.
I was like, oh my God, this guy's stuff is 100. It's amazing. It is crazy. And to watch, for the longest time, I had reached out to you and I asked you about one of the things you were painting. And I'm like, can I take a screenshot of that and use it from the background on my phone? Because it just was amazing. And, I look forward to daily to get on here and see what people are doing and what new piece somebody's working on, or just whatever. And then when A.S.H takes a break for a little while, or Mondo takes a break for a little while, and I feel like I'm like, did I miss something? Am I not finding them? Where the hell are they? I don't know what's going on. And I just enjoy what I found on here, and you know, to be accepted into it, you know, between and I being accepted into it for, you know, our little corner, you know, it's amazing. And
well, you guys
I
are
look forward
awesome,
to
though. Yeah.
seeing even more.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Ash, what you think, buddy?
He's pretty good. I think we should keep him.
What do you think, Laura? What do you think, Laura? Mondo, what do y'all think, man? Does he get to stay on the island on teasing? As if we have any say. As if any of that shit means anything.
Hold him out. I gotta snug my thing, my torch.
We love you back, Lenny. Yeah, and I agree with you, man. The community on here is just phenomenal, and that's what keeps me here. Most of my friends are here. Literally over the last like we could say. You know, Ash, man, you know, Laura, Rachel, Kira, Severed, S.A. I mean, those people are my friends. They're who I talk to outside of these platforms and about real life stuff and all of that. One of us, yeah, freak. Absolutely.
Google gobble, Google gobble.
And one of the things that I love about this community on here is we have people from all walks of life that help each other out. We're, you know, the Ginn Project is one small little area of the community, so to speak, and everybody that has a name has, you know, Ashman has a little community, Jerry has and Tami have a little community, and it's really cool that we've found ways to help each other out, work with each other, work in kind of a cooperative way. From my observation, from my experience, it just keeps making good artists better and better and better, because everybody's pushing each other to not in a negative way, in that positive way, in that way of just wanting to get better, not wanting to disappoint the people you're working with on whatever project, right? And it's for me, it's incredibly motivating, but it's also incredibly heartwarming, because it gives me hope in humanity. It gives me hope that there are people out there that care about each other and will look out for each other, and we'll try to overlook the negative and focus on the positive stuff. Because there's plenty of negative to focus on if that's what we all wanted to do. So, Jerry, you are a light, man. You are truly a light. People already talk about you in terms of, you know, being a community, being a person in the community that's a leader of sorts. I know that's a weird way to put it, but the truth of the matter is, when you're willing to help other people, when you're sharing information like that, then you're leading them to their next place, in a lot of ways. And I'm grateful to you for that, man. I think that we need more people like that in the world, not just in our art community, but just in general on the planet. And so I'm super grateful to you for coming on, man, and sharing your story with us and your art with us. And I cannot wait to see what you keep doing. I'm sure that you're one of the people that will be back down the road at some point, and we'll be able to see. And we've been doing this long enough that we've seen this happen. We've been able to see people when they were just kind of starting out, and then check in on them 6 months later, a year later, or whatever. And the progress you're going to make is going to be incredible, man. It's just, I already know. You have something special, man, and it isn't just one thing. It's a whole package of things, and my hat's off to you, sir. Much respect to you, man.
Thank you,
Ash. You want to shit on him for a minute before?
Bring me back down there with Ash. Come on. Tami will do that when I get downstairs.
There you go. That's a perfect person to do it.
No, I appreciate the opportunity. I want to thank everybody that's here in the chat, that's been here or in the chat prior, whatever that is in here now. You know, to the outpouring of support and everything like that. It means a ton. It really does. It really does. So I appreciate it.
You're muted, Ginn.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Jerry, for coming on, man. It was an absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed talking to you yesterday. You have my number. That's the only cell number I've ever had since cell phones were invented. should you ever need anything, you have any questions, concerns, whatever, man, hit us up and we'll do the best we can to find out.
Sure.
We'll be you got to turn on your notifications for Ash, man. He's had a lot going on lately. He takes care of his mom, among other things. And so turn on your notifications. If you can catch Ashman on, it's a lot of fun. It's just kind of sporadic here lately. And I am trying desperately to get back on my schedule like I was doing before. My wife and I were sick for 2 weeks, and the poor lady came home yesterday sick again. We had about a day or two of feeling better, and now she's got the flu, and we tested. We know it's flu A. We know it's the shitty one.
Oh.
So I think that's probably what I have as well. So I don't know. I might be drooling on myself for another week or two before I start doing lives again. But I'm gonna try. We'll see. So turn on your notifications for Ashman. Turn on your notifications for Jerry. He's all over the roads. You never know where that guy's going to be coming at you from. Go check out his Discord. Link up with him there, or you can go to wormholeworlddesigns at Gmail and reach out to him if you would like a commission. The little lighter cases, if you happen to have 50 hairs on your head, you could probably pick one of those up. And please go check out Tami's stuff too. She's got some really cool stuff over there, and they kind of come as a team a lot of times. If you see them, they're going to be together. So don't talk no smack about one, because the other one's going to get you. Thank you to everyone who came in and hung out with us today, all the people that came through, the folks that are still in here. We really appreciate it. Jerry, you had a lot of folks come to support you. I have literally not been live. I did a Sunday thing, and then like the last Ginn Project Show. And so I've only been live 3 or 4 times in the last month or so. And people show up for you, man. So that also says something, dude. Appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Tick Tick. Good to see you, Tick Tick. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, Kim. We love you. Thank you, Johnny Ray. Good to see you, Johnny Ray Freak. You're wonderful. Thank you, Lenny. Laura Woven, thank you for coming in. Very much appreciate seeing you here. I'm going to say, Johnny Ray, we love you again. Mondo, we love you, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, man. We mess with Mondo a lot, but that's because we like that dude. Lost Paintbrush was in here. Thank you, Lost. Midwest was in here. I'm sorry I missed you, Midwest. I Eat Casserole was in here. Chipster was in here. So really, really good bunch of people. Thank you all for always coming in and showing up and supporting. Amazing. Thank you, Laura Woven. And look out for this guy over here. You never know when he's going to be on, but Jerry's doing cool stuff, and we're going to check back in with him. So I think, did I miss anything, Ash? My brain is not good.
You're good, man. You're just drooling on me a bit, but you're good.
He needs an umbrella. Just slobbering on him. Jerry, thank you, sir, very much, man. I appreciate you. You are an asset to the community, man. I hope people realize how valuable you are to the community. Ash, man, I love you, brother. I appreciate you. Looking forward to being able to do some lives again, man. I'll try to survive this next round.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate y'all. I'll get this downloaded as soon as I'm able and get it over there so everybody can check it out. Jerry, keep doing good stuff, man. Keep doing good stuff, sir. And we're gonna be there. We'll be there for it. Let us know if you need anything from us. Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, dude.
Good night, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Please forgive the lozenges and the drooling on you and all that. And Jerry, go give that lady a hug, man. She deserves it.
Will do.
Thank you, Tami. Bye, Tami. Appreciate it. Thanks for letting us borrow him for a little while. Good night. Good night, everybody, except Mondo.
Thank you.